off. I just want to let my other thing kick in real quick. We are Cutthroat Radio Podcast. I am your host, Sha Ra. Yay! In here doing it real big, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this off. I just wanted to show everybody COVID-19 restricted. We are restricted in here. I want to talk about reparations tonight. We can't hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you. Of course you can't hear me. I had my thing on. I know, take the mask off. I was just showing that I'm COVID restricted in here in the office. It's the reason why I'm in here like that. I'm gonna hold on, I got something. I got a letter. Y'all can't hear me? I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. I got a letter the other day slid under my door from the building itself. It says we have been notified that over the weekend a tenant of the 6,060 building. I got mute on. Wait a minute. Mute. What? Can you hear me? I got the shit on. What do you mean you got it's mute on? Nigga, this shit ain't no mute. What are you talking about? Can y'all hear me or not? Yes, they device. They can hear me loud and clear. So anyway, let me finish reading. So we've been notified over the weekend a tenant at 6,060 building has tested positive for COVID-19 virus. So here at my building, this is why I got my mask on and I'm wiping everything down. As a matter of fact, I'm finna go get I'm gonna finish reading a water strip. Remember the little water strips they got, and you could you walk through and you got the little mist. Well, I'm gonna fill the shit up with sanitizer, and if you come in here, you know you're gonna have sanitizer spray all mist all your face. Because I'll be damned if you come here and get a COVID-19. Anyway, so somebody in the building has tested positive for COVID-19 virus. Based on CDC recommendations for the next 2 weeks, we will be following these guidelines. The guidelines is to, again, for the maintenance janitorial team, they will not be coming in none of the offices and doing their cleaning and all that shit. So I basically clean up my own office anyway. First and foremost, I leave the trash if they was to come in here. It's a little thing that you put on the bag and say trash, whatever. So again, COVID-19, wear your mask, wash your hands, sanitizer, don't touch your face, wear gloves. If you do come in here, it's strictly enforced. If you record in here, if you got studio time with me, or if you're getting ready to schedule studio time with me, I am open, but I'm open COVID-19 restrictions. So that means you're coming in here, mask on, sanitizer, gloves, get your your vocals better be ready to go. Get into the booth, record. I'm gonna have something blocking a mist. Hopefully, I could. I don't know how I'll figure it out, but I'll figure out how to keep the spray and the shit from when you're doing your thing. Anyway, I just want to touch base with that real quick. That's why I had the mask on. How y'all doing this evening? I see y'all over here on my IG. They stopped me on Facebook for 30 more days, so it's a grand total of 60. That's okay. Anyway, I wanted to touch bases on I was texting somebody and it dawned on me to just do a podcast about it. Reparations. The reason what I say reparations for blacks, for the Caucasian ethnicity or white America, I call it today, is because the reason why I say that is because our ancestors suffered 500 plus years, and the reparations that I'm talking about. Somebody asked me, "What are reparations, or what would people pay you?" And I'm thinking, a good tax break. Give black people a good tax break, or just wipe out taxes for black people for 500 plus years. Give us the same amount of time that you enslaved us, segregated us, beaten, battered our ancestors and us now today, cops, police brutality, et cetera, excessive force, et cetera, et cetera. Give us that same reparation and a tax break, or take the taxes out. Send black folks to school and educate them without having us having to pay for college, room and board, all of that. Something like that. something like that. Let us buy our homes for real dirt cheap. Give us incentives for like 500 plus years. And I'm being serious, because a lot of folks take my frustration as anger and stuff like that. And I don't lash out at people. I'm not out here trying to hunt down the first white person out there in the United States of America or anything. What I'm saying is, okay, we having a conversation. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's stop being naive. Let's stop acting like you didn't do this, or your ancestors didn't do this, or your ancestors didn't own slaves in the 17th and 16th and 15th century, or 1500s. When you 1400, when Columbus stole the land from the native people that were here, and then brought and enslaved the first 20 African or black people from Africa, because they were not African Americans. We don't even know what it is to be an American. We still yet to know what it is to be a full American and reap the benefits, because we fought for this country and all of that. And then this person talks to me about the flag and everything. And I'll never disrespect what y'all think the flag represents or anything like that. That's not what I'm gonna do. But for me, now that I'm open and my eyes are open to that notion of what that flag means, it doesn't mean the same thing it means for you and your family. It means, you came home and your family ancestors came home to a parade. They had confetti and they had balloons and they had a party and it was all of that. Well, my ancestors came home. My forefathers came home to water hoses, segregation, to blacks only, whites only over here, blacks only over there. Being hung and lynched and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had the civil rights movement. I don't remember nowhere in history it being a civil rights movement for white people. White people never had to fight for civil rights, humanitarian rights, to just be human. White people never had to do that. As a matter of fact, they fought to try to keep us not human. I believe the Civil War was a war to try to keep black people slaves. If I'm correct, stop me if I'm wrong on this IG. If I'm wrong, somebody chime in here and tell me I'm wrong for saying what I'm saying. Because if I'm wrong, let's know right now in history what Civil War white people had to fight for their humanity. Because I know black people had to fight for their humanitarian. I can't even get the word out. They had to fight for to be human. Excuse me, I'm trying to catch myself. Just to be human, just to be a civil person. We had to have a war. A war. Excuse me. I need to get something to drink. A war. Okay. Black Panther Party and all of this type of stuff. And then in African language, I just was doing some extra research. Like in the African language, nigger is not even in African language. The word nigger is not even from an African language. Not nowhere in no African language. Not nowhere in no African language will you hear the word nigger. That came from English language, that came from white supremacy, that came from enslavement, that came from slavery, the masters and all of that shit. That's what, and Negro as well. Black Africans did not call themselves Negroes back in the day when in their language. There's no language in Africa that says, "Oh, we're Negroes," or "Oh, we're African Americans," or "Oh, we're niggers." There is none. I just want to touch bases with certain things that just came to my mind. And I'm just learning myself. I'm just like learning and addressing as I go. Like I'm not trying to sound Rastafarian, Muhammad al-Bubu, Shab the Great and all of that. No, that's not what I'm doing with my platform or nothing. It's just, you start to pay attention to stuff that's really going on out there. It's a group called alt-right. Alt-right is a group that's got a CEO. It calls itself Richard Spencer or some shit like that, whatever the dude name is. I got wind of this and I was like, damn, this motherfucker really he won't white power. He says white power. He says he wants the globe to be controlled by whites. That's what they, he wants the power to control us, and if he could, they would try to put us back in slavery. If you listen to this Spencer Richard dude or Richard Spencer, however, them two names come together. Type it in YouTube, however the shit pop up. If it's Richard first and Spencer, whatever. But type that shit in and go look at that shit. Like the dude talks to what's his name? Charles Barkley and Charles Barkley assistant, whoever the black gentleman was, and they sit down and talk to this dude in the interview, and the dude sit there and say that this is their land. Europeans had this land before anybody. Like he sits there and the shit comes out of his mouth. You like, what the fuck are you saying? Do you not know that the first person and the first being, they traced it back scientifically? The first person was a woman, a black woman. The very first one. I'm not trying to, it's not, I'm just learning who I am and where I come from. So if I'm gonna learn it, of course it's gonna come out of me. Like I'm gonna teach, I'm gonna give you the rap shit. I'm gonna talk about the studio. I'm gonna talk about the next performance and all of that other shit. But that's not food for thought. That's not educating at the same time. I'm gonna entertain and educate at the same time. That's where I'm at with it. I want to take some time out of my career to always be on this side of the equation. Whatever I do to this side of the equation, I'm gonna do to that side of the equation. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Cutthroat Radio Podcast, where I get real cutthroatish and I touch, bases. I say white America, oh, black America. I say, for me, because I was talking about to this person, and this person was asking me, so what do you think? I said, we should have our own black America without white America. We don't need white America. I think white America is in our way. And I'm not saying that to white people saying, oh, you can't fuck with us or don't come. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like we need our own government, our own doctors, hospitals, our own school educational system, our own financial banks, our own trust funds. Like we need our own, what they call that shit, the treasury and all of that thing. We need our own Pentagon. Black. We need our own black America, not we just like how they stole us and or they stole this land. Well, we're gonna steal their same structure of how they built this motherfucker, or how we helped build this motherfucker, and just make it a black America. Turn it into black America. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do that, because this Spitzer dude, he really got an alt-right. This motherfucker won't. Let me pull it up right here. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and pull it up on the TV. I can just pull it up right here on the TV, and y'all can watch the shit yourself. Shit crazy. Hold on. Cause I got both of my things here. So I'm kind of like doing thing here at the same time. Hold on. The Spencer dude. Like the dude is crazy. Okay. The dude is crazy. Oh, I got somebody. They chiming in. They stole us, sold us, and gave us the derogatory name. Yeah. So, and that's basically all in a nutshell. That's all in a nutshell. So did. And I just wanted to touch bases back on that COVID-19, just in case y'all out there thinking that the shit ain't real. I do have the letter right here in my office. We have been notified over the weekend. A tenant of the 6060 building tested positive of the COVID-19 virus. I just want y'all to know that. So come in here respecting this motherfucking virus, man. Don't come in here thinking that the shit ain't around or it's not a real game. I mean, it's not. It's a game or whatever the case may be. And nah, it's real. Yeah, they stole us. So here, this dude named Spencer. Let me see if I can get him. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get him real quick. I think I've been watching him. As you can see, my little stream at the bottom right there. I'm streaming live. Let me see. There you go. There you go, right here. Look at this. They punched him. I want to show you the clip with him and I want to show y'all the clip with him and Charles Barkley. Hold on. I think this was the one. I think this is the one right here. I think it's the one right here. This is the one right here, y'all. It fucked me up.
Close to somebody who has zero respect for me. He doesn't believe in equality. He don't believe we should race mix, live in the same neighborhoods. That was very disheartening to me. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Okay. Do you believe in white privilege?
Yeah, white privilege is wonderful. I want to expand and deepen white privilege.
He talking about he want to expand on white privilege.
We are living at a time in which white people are losing social dominance day by day.
You're afraid of being marginalized, right? Welcome to what it feels like to be black.
You hear that?
You don't think white folks still dominating the world?
We do dominate the world to an extent. Look at the boards of directors of most corporations, tons of white people and Jews. Yes. But every day we hear, oh, isn't this great? There's more diversity in this corporation. Don't we need more people of color in films and movies? Isn't this wonderful? What is the trajectory? Where is
Ain't this some bullshit here?
The arrow is pointing away from white power. In my lifetime, what's going to probably happen is that I am going to become a minority in the United States. But what do I want for my great-grandchildren? I do want them to live in a white society, a European empire.
You don't consider yourself a racist.
I would never say something like, I don't like black people. I mean, that's not what I'm about.
But you don't want me in your neighborhood.
Right. I mean, I think the country is fragmenting because at the end of the day, racial differences cannot fundamentally be breached, ever.
What?
American Race, sleeping May 7th after the NBA playoffs.
Now, you tell me what the fuck that was. No. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna go into this. We finna go into this. We're finna get right into this. Hold on. Now, you tell me what the fuck that was just now, right? So, no, it's not me trying to jump on here and, oh, I got something to tell y'all. You know, no, I be watching shit. I've seen this. It came across me. Somebody was watching it on Facebook, and I seen it. I was like, what is this dude? Who is this dude? If he ever come to the Bay Area, he is going to get mowed down. They is going to dog walk him from Leonard Street to Sawyer Street. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga is going to get dragged from Howell to Hurley. I mean, this dude crazy, right? So I'm watching him. His name is Spencer Richards, and he is with the alt-right movement. He started the alt-right thing, and he believes white people should be in their area, black people should be in their area, but white people should dominate everything, the entire globe. Like, we should have our own section, Mexicans, Asians, and all of that, but white people should have their section and run the entire globe at the same time. Like, he want world dominance. And when I seen that shit, it was like it tripped me out, because if a black person do that, or if black people start doing that shit, we're gonna be angry. We're gonna have hate. We're gonna have all of the nasty shit that we said and have said towards white people for what they've done to our ethnicity and our ancestors. They're gonna say that shit to us, and it's like, wait a minute, you motherfuckers are the first people that raped. You the first people that started war. You the first people that bloodshed and stole people and stole land and all this other stuff. Like, you white people need to start. This conversation. I was at work today. This fucked me up today, and it's not been this particular incident fucked me up, but it's not been going on. I was outside enjoying my little break, eating lunch real fast, and one of the guests, he you know happened to be white, and he walked right up on me and said, man, I fucks with y'all. Not he didn't say I fucks with y'all. He's like, I got nothing but love and respect for y'all. And I was like, what you mean? It threw me off. Like I wasn't paying attention at first. It didn't register right away because I'm over there enjoying my lunch. And he doubled back right sitting in front of me and was like, man, it's tough out there, man. I understand what you're going through. And I didn't have that on my face though. I wasn't giving that energy off because normally you know. Here's the thing. Normally, I'm giving the energy off. Like I'll give you some energy, or you just know it. You can just see it in Shah face. Like I'm finna just, take off or whatever. But no. It wasn't even like that. I'm eating my lunch, like I'm saying, and boom. It registered right as soon as he doubled back on me and hit me with the, I know what you're going on. I said, right on, man. Appreciate that. And he gave me the fist bound and boom. I washed my hand and put some sanitizer on it after that. But and I go on about my business. But that's the type of stuff that's happening out there right now today. And it's happening. Now, they say whatever energy you put into the universe, that's the energy you get back. So a lot of the energy I'm putting out there, it's coming back to me. And the reason why I'm putting it out there is because white people need to know. It's the time is now. You need to know that this generation and the generations to come ain't for the bullshit with this race card, the racism, the black, I don't like your skin color shit. Like, we're not playing that card. So don't try this shit now. All your supremacy, putting a sheet on your head and riding around with the horse, and now you got cars and shotguns and shit like that. That's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. Yeah, they got laws. The laws, we've been breaking them and all that. The 13th Amendment was designed with a clause in it. The clause is for black people to be incarcerated severely and at the least possible is infraction of the law. I mean, you can break the law as far as a jaywalking, or you looked at a white girl because it was, you wasn't supposed to look at a white girl a certain way, or you walked down the street and you spoke too sassy to a white person back in the day, and you got thrown back in the slavery jail penitentiary system, the 13th Amendment. And they say them as, and then they got white people out there, news reporters and people. Again, these people, Confederacy, family members have been passed down to generation. That hate has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. The exact same people that are in office now, that are sheriffs now, that are police officers now, had grew up in a family where they come from way back in the day of a slave owner, or a slave was going to be a slave owner, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. And now that fast forward now that they're in position, or they in a position of power, they abuse that power. They turn into I'm a super cop, but really they out there really trying to break down families like they broke down families in the let's say the 3-strike era. Let's go to the 3-strike era real quick. Clinton, thanks to that president, had that shit implemented into the laws to where you get 3 strikes, you're out. I mean, families, men, women that had not broke the law for no violent crimes, just drug related, and got thrown in jail for the rest of their life. Violated on or went to jail for a crack law, came home, did the thing again, came home and did it again, and then struck out for just drug abuse or drug substance or some type of controlled substance. And then went back on TV. If you watch it on Netflix, 13th, if you see that on Netflix, you'll see Clinton and his wife get back on there and say, "Oh, that was wrong. We didn't. We sorry," and all of that. I mean, it's like that's all the white people can get away with saying sorry. They think sorry fix every fucking thing. I get so tired of hearing sorry, and then and people think I'm angry or I'm upset. No, it's frustrating because you don't want to hear what I'm saying. If the truth get told to you, you run and tuck your tail and say, "Get over it." Oh, it's the past. I don't live like that. I ain't do that. My ancestors did that. I ain't like that. I be thinking to myself, bullshit. If you motherfuckers could have y'all way again, y'all want us to be slaves again. And I really truly believe that deep down in my heart. Because the way society is. If uh people didn't want black people to, if white people didn't want black people to be slaves no more, why is it so hard to change the law or the Constitution or the 13th Amendment? Why is it so hard to why did we have to go through a slave or civil war? I mean, why are we still fighting for the humanity rights to be just a regular basic human on this planet, to be taken the same as a Caucasian or a white person? Why are we still fighting for that right now to this day? Already 500 plus years, my ancestors had to lose their life. We have lost leaders and soldiers and pawns, rooks, knights, kings, and queens for me to be on this podcast right now to deliver this message to y'all. My ancestors had to die in order for me to be able to freely be in here, still having to pay a white man to be here. But in order for me to freely be in here, quote unquote free, my ancestors had to die. I just want food for thought. It's just food for thought. I'm rapping my ass off in here. I'm writing songs. I got whatever going on. I ain't did no videos. People out there shining. Suge got a video out right now. Shout out to Doobie. He got a few. Actually, I seen a few of them out there. He wiggling. He moving mean. Exactly what he's supposed to do. He fresh out. Boom, boom, boom. He's just supposed to hit the street running. Dad McLeod. Shout out to McLeod. He out there moving mean right now. I'm seeing all them videos he got going on. Right on, brother. Keep up the good work. Kato Mob, they out there doing interviews up there with Ja up here at the office, the thing, at Shadows podcast. They doing their thing, pushing and moving mean. I'm seeing a lot of them clips come up. Thea's got new clothing line coming out, or new clothing things coming out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Bugatti has said he got cut the money clothing line starting back up again. He just, he had to go a different way. Shout out to Shiggity the Playboy and over there at Trill Music Group and High Society brand. They over there pressing up wonderful apparel. Go check them out at highsociety.net.com, I believe, or highsociety.com, either or. Same thing with theisnation.biz. Go check them out as well. Me personally, I am working on a lot of things. The main focus right now, because of COVID-19, is my podcast and / shop studios. And I'm still doing gourmet, but I kind of pulled back off the gourmet thing only due to the fact that that is because I gotta find the kitchen, yada yada yada. Excuse me. I gotta find kitchen, yada yada yada. New office chair just came. I kind of like it because of the color. It pops. It goes right with the office, so I kind of like that. I don't know if y'all can see that on the IG. All right. So anyway, like I said, I just want to touch bases with y'all real quick. I do have one of my latest songs. I don't want to keep playing it because I don't want to drown y'all out with it, but I kind of want to give it a go real quick. I sent it to a lot of people. I always send the song out before it's done. A lot of people say, why do you do that? Well, at the end of the day, I ain't even tripping because this is talent that has been inside me all my whole life. So if I can do multiple songs like the ones that I put out, I mean, I could do them all the time. Like, I'm just experimenting with my vocals and just trying to find my real pitch at what I want to do with my music. And it's long overdue, but I think a lot of people like it. So we'll see. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta turn the I didn't even turn the damn figures and shit up. All right. Let me see. I don't want to be too loud. Here we go.
LBeats.com.
Hustle to the AM/PM in the streets just like her DM. Police come just watch me film. I'm gonna get my own. Hustle to the AM/PM in the streets just like her DM. Police come just watch me film. I'm gonna get my own. And if I'm myself, I do it by my lonely. Deep, real young, got the game from the OG. Nigga try me, get smoked like a stogie. I got the bad with a blade like Shinobi. Used to sell crack, true fact on the low key. Switch my product now, pushing that poetry. Don't have a clue, niggas don't even know me. Moving hella fast, while other move slowly. Young baby boy, my name not Jody. Dirt by myself, not having no Cody. Get it out of bitch, do it something like Cody. On the bitch head like a fresh out paroli. Rapping hella bars, and sitting on this OT. I'm smoking for you niggas smoking on that OT. Niggas can't rap and I said real bowling. Voice some pros, I rap so coldly. Rest in peace, I ball like Kobe. Baby like a raw ass if I'm OD. Time for the new yo style is OD. 12 horsepower, I'm not a pony. Did it by myself, didn't need no homie. Niggas tell lies, I call y'all phony. Never been a noodle of like without the Roni. I'm gonna get my own. AM/PM in the streets just like her DM. Police come just watch me film. I'm gonna get my own. Hustle to the AM/PM in the streets just like her DM. Police come just watch me film. I'm gonna get my own. Hustle to the AM/PM in the streets just like her DM. Police come just watch me film. I'm gonna get my own. Hustle to the AM/PM in the streets just like her DM. Police come just watch me film. I'm gonna get my own. Yeah.
Download tracks like this at LBeats.com.
I really gotta. Well, so here's the thing. I really gotta. I gotta go back onto the thing. I gotta go back onto the thing real quick and do some mixing and mixing down on that. I just wanted to share that with y'all. My food for thought. Again, COVID-19 is real. It's around me. So man, just good God Almighty. This shit is really putting a damper on my businesses, man. This fucking COVID-19 shit. Right on, Cuddy. Oh, before I get off, so real quick, I was on the thing. I was talking to one of the Cuddies, and we were talking about DMX versus Snoop Dogg. Let's do that real quick. Thank you, Cuddy. We was talking about Snoop Dogg and DMX. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's go back and forth. I think for me, and this is the reason why I say this. Oh, thank you, Cuddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, right on. Appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do it. I mean, that's me doing the mix, and that's me. Glad you chimed in, real quick. That's me doing the mix. That's me mixing that too. Just so you know that I mixed that. what I was gonna say? Snoop Dogg and DMX though. Let's talk about that real quick. You said Snoop, I said DMX. The reason why I say DMX is because Snoop, he is good. He got classics. Not gonna take that off at all. I'm not gonna take that from him. But the reason why I say DMX gonna get him is because that new wave, he came with a whole new style, a whole new sound, a whole new everything. So I think X was gonna is gonna win for me. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say his Snoop longevity, he was doing it way before X came in. True, he is gonna get the longevity, but I think the bangers, I think X got more bangers than Snoop. I really think the bangers, like that type of shit, that bang, like Snoop ain't got that. Snoop got gin and juice, laid back, like he got player shit. He got some slaps, and he gonna do his thing. But that nigga DMX is gonna and give us the he gonna give us, and he gonna bar you. X got bars. Snoop got bars, but his Snoop bars ain't. No, Snoop got it. Snoop got it. All right. Well, I mean, that's why I said a lot of people gonna say Snoop got it. A lot of people gonna but I just feel like I could play you a lot of the Snoop got this easy. Well, I could play a lot of the joints for DM. Okay, y'all saying Snoop got it easy, but don't be upset when if and when, or I'm just gonna say if the crowd shift to DMX. I'm not gonna be surprised that Snoop walked away with it at all, but you know what I mean? Yeah, Snoop got a lot of songs. I ain't saying he don't. But as far as like them out of them crazy, like outrageous, okay, he gonna bring up the Tupac song. Y'all gonna do the okay, he won right there with the Tupac song anyway. So if that's what y'all doing to me, then okay. I'll accept that. But Murder Was the Case ain't gonna win the motherfucker. Snoop hits go forever. Okay, let's talk about hit factors. Okay, so Murder Was the Case is not okay. Was Murder a Case was the hit? It was a hit. Above the Rim soundtrack. Oh, okay. See, you using a fucking movie soundtrack. You got me there. I can't. You got me there, Bernstein. You got me on that one. But here we go. I'm talking about. Let's do albums though. What about albums? Because that's what I'm going off of in my brain. Snoop got albums. He got classic albums. He got the Dog Pound. He got the Dog Pound and whatever the fuck that is. He got all of that shit. You know, he got some albums. I'm not taking away from albums. Murder Was the Case sold millions, right? It did sell millions. I'm not saying it didn't. Nate Dogg Hooks. Yeah. But okay. Yeah. Because if you really look at DMX track record, now that you look at it, Above the Rim, Death Row soundtrack, yeah. His catalog, Snoop catalog is winning. Snoop catalog won. Yeah, Snoop catalog won. Snoop just won. As a matter of fact, Snoop is gonna win that, and I'm not taking away from Snoop. I just know that new wave of when DMX came in, DMX had a powerful impact. Just like okay, but here's the thing: when DMX came in, and he did come in strong, he came in with a different impact, and he shook up everybody. Come on, man, let's keep it 100 with X. Let's not put, bro. He can go for days. Yeah, he could go for days. He can go for days. I'm not gonna take that longevity. Longevity is where he winning in this battle. But as far as and hits too, and hits, the hits is the longevity. I'm not like taking it away. X came in 98, 99, 2000. Okay, so and when he came in, but I'm saying when X came in, he changed that whole image. He changed the whole image of like grit and grimy. Yeah, 89, 90. Snoop came in 89. What's Snoop hitting 89? That was Murder Was the Case. Snoop, I mean, 89. Murder Was the Case, right? What year was that? What's the thing in 89 Snoop did? The Chronic. 89 was the Chronic? Nigga, 89 was not the Chronic. Was 89 the Chronic? Let me go on here. 89 was the Chronic, Cuddy? I thought 90, 91 was Chronic. The Chronic came out first, 89? No. Please let me see this. Hold on. Let me look it up. I need damn. Yep, I was in 5th grade. I swear, 89. So it was 89. The Chronic came out. Go look it up. The original soundtrack. The Chronic came out in 89. I need to go on here and look it up real quick. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Nigga, the first Chronic album was 92. Sons of bitches. Fuck you mean 89? Nigga, no. Go on there. Death Row got started in 88, right after NWA shit. Man, if you don't go on there, I just Googled the Chronic, the very first Chronic album, 1992, nigga. What the fuck? Go on Google and type in the Chronic. Dr. Dre's first Chronic album was in 92. Nigga, it wasn't no 88, 89. NWA they just stopped doing NWA 88, 89. And Death Row didn't happen until the 90s. Death Row Records was made in the 90s when they came off the road. Dr. Dre went his way from over there and Cube and all of that. The album didn't get put out until 92. The album was done. Dre was gone. Well, Cuddy, when you said the album came out in 89, I had to do the research. I'm just saying the album dropped in 1992. Now, if it was recorded 10 years before that, then okay, I'm not taking it away from that. But when it dropped, it was 92. I was like, nigga, the Chronic didn't come out in 89. Nigga, I was my mama died in 89. What? No. Nigga, I was playing the Chronic in 90, 91, 92. So, nigga, we was playing it. Go look up the real documentary. I'm not taking it away from the documentary. I'm just saying when that album hit the stores and the media consumed it, it was 1992. I'm not saying nothing about how it was recorded and how long it took to record and how long it stayed in the vault until they released it. I'm just saying when they released the project to the media, to the mass of consumers, it was in 92. Then Snoop. Right. So after that, Snoop came, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, Snoop came, okay, 90s. Snoop came in the early 90s, and then after that, DMX came in the late 90s, and then to the year 2000. So, okay, longevity, you right. Snoop got classic hits, and I think Snoop gonna win that, hands down. Again, I'm more so, when he came, the biggest album ever at the time. When he came, it was, yeah, I agree. Definitely. Absolutely. Not take it away. But when DMX came in, at the time, he was the big, and he changed so much in how people deliver. Let me see, Snoop still had hits in the 2000s more than X Cuddy. Let me think. No, because when X dropped, X actually stopped a lot of motherfuckers from even dropping albums. Like his album had did so much numbers on everybody. We could actually do the research on that. Snoop was making music and he was dropping songs and they was hitting, I guess you want to call them hits or whatever, but DMX kind of like grounded a lot of that shit out. Everywhere you went, all you seen was that motherfucking DMX with the blood, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, whatever the fuck that shit was, the album cover. You know what I mean? But again, but to sum it up, now that I think about it and I replay when all them hits that I grew up to listening to Snoop, yeah, he got it. He got that hands down. Yeah. I actually got to go back on what I said when I said X is gonna do it. No, X ain't gonna walk away with that. But I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if the media went that way. And we all know it'd be a lie, but if the media do it. Let me see. Let me see. I can't even see the shit because the shit is small. Drop It Like It's Hot. That album, 3 million with 5 hit singles. Yep, yeah. The one with R. Kelly. Okay, he got hits. Yep, you're right. He got hits. He's a hit factor. He hooked up with the right people and made hits or whatever the case may be. But DMX got body of work too, and I think DMX could compete. Let's talk about 50 Cent and T.I. Let's talk about 50 Cent and T.I. Since we're here real quick. What about 50 Cent and T.I.? We think 50 Cent and T.I. What y'all think? 50 Cent gonna do it over T.I.? Y'all think 50 Cent gonna if they do a rap, they gonna do it? DMX changed culture. You're right. That's what I was saying. DMX did change culture. That's what I said. DMX. That's why I was saying he changed the culture. Not saying Snoop didn't either, but the reason why I say DMX changed culture because a lot of the white mainstream consumers they love that shit. Like they was eating that fucking DMX up. I mean, I would have been surprised if I would have been surprised if the nigga would have came out DMX toothpaste. Yep, 50 got mixtapes way back in the day. So, yeah. But I think Tip. I think as far as hits, let's keep it on the mainstream and not go into because trap music. Tip got him there. If you want to say mixtapes, trap music got him there. 50 is a part of the mixtape era, and he did start that shit. But trap music, nigga, Tip got. That's why I was saying. That's what I think. I really think. I gotta turn on the damn power. I didn't even put the power on. And my goddamn battery dying on the thing. I think Tip. I think Tip gonna come out and bang him like because I know y'all seen the Fabulous and Jadakiss. I think Jadakiss held his weight. I think Jadakiss did his thing. Tip never sold 10 million on one album ever. Every single was a hit. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right. 50 got him on there. Did 50 did that on Get Rich or Die Trying? Did he do so? What happened on the Massacre? Because Massacre sold a lot of. Was it the Massacre or 50 or Get Rich or Die Trying? What was the one he did 10 million on? Cuddy. See, it's something else. Wait a minute. On both, same thing. 10 million on both albums. He was the only rapper to ever do that in hip hop history. He did 10 and 10 on both albums, back to back. Dropped his first album, did 10 million. Dropped the second album, did 10 more. The master should be there now. Yeah. But okay. Let's talk about that though. Let's talk about that. You got 50 on that one, huh? 50 and 10. Yeah. Yeah, I guess yeah. I think hit for hit, yeah, 50 gonna get him. Yeah, 50 gonna get him on that one. Hit for hit, yeah. and that's me saying it from a fan perspective of Tip. Like I like Ti more than I like 50 Cent, but I just know that 50 Cent got all them hits out there. So you gotta keep it 100. You know, don't just because I like Ti more than I like 50 Cent don't mean I'm gonna be dick riding Ti. Right. So yep. So he 50 got him on that. Fabulous Jadakiss. Fabulous Jadakiss. Let's do that real quick before I go. Yeah, I don't care too much for 50. Like I ain't okay. You know, wordplay. They might go 50-50. Oh, you talking about Fab and Jadakiss. I like Jada. For me, I like the Jada. I think Jada got, but then again, yeah, yeah. Fast Smoker Jay. Well, I don't know. I think Jay got things that he couldn't pull out. Like he pulled you know, Kiss pulled out a Puffy in a Biggie, you know. So I think that one right there was he kind of walked all over him on that one. And then but I think them little catchy hook girly type songs that Fab did easily was hits. So they dog walk Fab. I mean they dog walk Jada because Fab had a lane where you had to make hits. Jada had more street. That's exactly where a lot of the win come from because it was more so street. Now don't get me wrong, Fab is street too. He had some street anthems too, but Jada was and still is more street than stayed more street than Fab did. Fab went another lane, but Fab held that lane down. When Fab started going into that lane, he held that lane down. So I appreciated that music because it's a lot of the music that as soon as I started hearing the shit when I seen the battle, I was like, I start, you know what I'm saying? Niggas start dancing and shit like a fucking fan. You know what I mean? So yeah, but anyway, I just want to touch bases with all of that, catch up everybody up to speed. We working on when I say we, I mean me. I'm working on straight business. I got that coming. Stay tuned for straight business. I got a few tracks already. Chef Shabar D self-titled. I got AM/PM, which y'all just got to finish hearing. I got Turf Talk, which y'all probably heard already. Some of it. I got the Burn It to the Ground. I kind of put that out there. Visuals coming out. Yeah, I got a little. That's what I'm saying. I got a little EP. It's an EP. It's just a little. It's just a little EP. I ain't even got no. It ain't even no album. Really, it's just an EP. With some, and I got some nice joints, man. I got some cool ass joints that I think they're gonna grow on you. When you first listen to them, you're gonna be like, okay, and you might pass it up. You might even skip the motherfucker, or you might all around the board not even like it. But for those that are fans of Sha Rob and the music that I put out. This wave of music that I'm doing now, I'm taking my time now. I'm not rushing just to give you anything because everybody else moving mean right now, and I don't want to just give you anything. I want to give you a body of work that I'm comfortable with, that I can say, you know what, I took my time. I enjoy making the music just as much as you're going to enjoy listening to it, and I'm in a good space doing it. You know, mentally and physically, I'm in a good space to give you quality music and not just try to rap and I can rap. You know what I mean? Like I'm really taking my time, enjoying the music, listening to the music, the records that I get, that I listen to, that I hear. I get it in my mind. I sit on them. Like, okay, it was a song that I'm not going to put out, but I'm going to speak on it a little bit. I took what Doobie had did at the beginning of his Turf Etiquette on the Trill TV one. I had took his Turf Etiquette and turned it into the introduction to A Bitch. It was a song dedicated to his A Bitch. Now it was seen as if I was trying to make okay, it wasn't seen like that. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it was seen anyway. I when I put it out, the feedback that I got was more so, man, you should get Doobie on there, or get Doobie on there. Doobie sound, it just bring it together with Doobie. And then I, a couple of caddies, what Suge say about it. I think you should talk to Suge about it. So I talked to Cuddy. I got on the phone with him. We had a long conversation. Like I said, and I said this on another segment. We had a long conversation. Long story short, I just came to the conclusion not to do it. But it's just music like that. When I catch the vibe, that's what it is. And if I don't do that vibe to that beat, then I just don't use the beat at all. Like, I'm not even gonna use the beat. I'm moving past that. And that's what I was trying to explain to one of my personal cuddies. Like, I was going to use the material and I was working on that material, but because I had a long conversation with the cuddy and he opened my eyes to a different perspective from a fan perspective and not just the Crest or the cuddy's listening perspective. That's from a business and money making perspective. I was like, yep, I don't want to do that. That's 16 years ago. It's his material. If he want to do something with it and then add me, I respect it that way, and blase, blase. Other than that, I'm going to just create my own character, fill my own shoes, and mash hard the way I do my thing. So that's what I'm doing with Straight Business. Straight Business, I'm just taking my time with it. Like I said, I got a lot of different tracks that's floating around that I'm working on. I got Bad, 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 Bad. That's one of my ones that I got a female artist. She going to sing for me. I got Waste No Time, Money Talks. It's gonna be a project based on what I'm doing right now. I could tell you that. When I was talking to the Cuddy Doobie, he was like, "Well, whatever you're doing right now, you know what I'm saying. When you're doing your music, make sure once you put that album cover together and you putting your album out, make it all coincide, make it all fit, which you already do anyway. But it just I thought deep about it. I thought real deep about it. I was like, damn, what do I do constantly on a consistent basis? My businesses. I'm always about my business. So I titled the project Straight Business. And then the visual is gonna come. Y'all will see the album, the EP cover or the single covers or whatever have you, and all of that. Gas is one of them. Y'all already seen that. And like I said, I'm just working at my pace. I'm not allowing myself to get caught up in nobody else because I'm not on no label. I sign myself and I do my own music. So I move at my pace. I move at S&D Records pace. And with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to get in here real fast and touch bases on that situation about reparations. Again, reparations is not necessarily all about funding and money. Yes, that would be nice for the I don't know what millions of black people on planet Earth, but some reparations as far as like school funding should be took from black people. We should get a low percentage rate on we should get a low percentage on low rate on funding for housing. Like black people should get a lot of reparations for like housing, medical. All our medical bills should be wiped out. 500 years plus medical bills just totally wiped out. We should not have medical. We should not own mortgages. We shouldn't even have no fucking debt. Like black people should have no debt for 500 plus years. But that's what, no taxes, period. All of that, that's the reparations I'm talking about. But, in due time. With that being said, I am your host for the evening. I will be back tomorrow, if not in the morning. This is Sha Rob, and I am signing off. Cutthroat Radio Podcast. All right, whoa. You bitch.